22nd Street Landing here in beautiful San Pedro, California. If I say beautiful one more time, Rene, just hit me over the head. And here is my beautiful co-host for this evening, Rene De Leon.
How you doing, Phil?
Rene.
Pleasure to be here, guys.
Man, one thing we are definitely going to talk about tonight is that trip we had on board the Amigo.
Oh, it was
what
fun.
a blast.
That was so much fun. 12 hours of no work, but just fish on the water and lobstering. It was so fun, so fun. Everybody had a great time. Kids were running around on the deck, having a great time. They even cleaned up the deck at the end of the night.
I saw, I was up in the wheelhouse with Paisano, and I saw that. I was happy to see that.
Yeah, Mikey and his brother were up there just cleaning it up, and that's how you start to be a pinhead.
That's right, exactly right, man.
Right there.
The people on board were so great. First of all, we have Paulina and her mom from Mexico.
Yeah,
that was great.
That was sweet. That was sweet. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Just I can't say anything more better than they were just so sweet, just very nice, hospitable, knowledgeable. They just got into it and loved every bit of it.
And then you already mentioned the kids, but there's something about being around kids. Their innocence and their enthusiasm is infectious. It's so cool, right?
It is very infectious, very infectious. Kind of look at that and go, wow, we used to do that.
Yeah, right?
We used to do that. But these kids are on the right spot. They're learning from some of the best around, so that's really good.
Well, Mitchell says the chaos is headed this way because Michael Limon's on his way here right now. So
Mikey Limon!
We will have some, excuse me. Well, I choked to death. We will have some live fishing going on here. The over-under on Michael Limon, if you care to place a wager, is 3. He will either catch more than 3 fish during Lobster Chronicles or less than 3 fish. And then the crew. Jason and the galley, Mark Paisano, everybody on board was great.
Paisano, the cap, he was great. He was great. Put us on the spots. Went over to South Bay and put us right on the spots. We caught a lot. We got to pull on fish. The seas were absolutely beautiful. A little hazy in the day, got a little warm, not too bad. And then as the sunset, beautiful sunset. I love being on the water when it's like that.
Yeah.
And then we set our traps and everything, and then everybody went to town. It was a lot of fun.
Man, I broke out the power bait, the trap bait.
That was great.
Everybody was catching whitefish on the power bait, right?
On the power bait. We could have put a jalapeno on, and we probably would have caught it.
Yeah, it was the absolutely perfect trip. And then when we got back to the landing, I looked at those crates. God, people went home with a bunch of langostas, man.
Yeah, everybody that pulled got their stuff. We had little raffles, gave away
bunch of great stuff from Promar.
Yeah, we gave some Promar gloves, some gauges, a couple of replacement nets. We gave away some lures, some hats. It was a good time. Everybody had a lot of fun, and they went away with something. Everybody went away with something, and the best part is just being on the water.
Yeah, 100%. Really good times, and I can't wait to do it again. I think we're going to have to do another one of those. Just so much fun in that blending of Paulina and her mom from Mexico.
Oh,
and
that
the
was
kids
fun.
and
Yeah, that was
all the other and the other adults that were on. They were acting like kids too. They were just I mean they were having so much fun.
Yeah, everybody was having a kid. Chivo buddy.
Oh, Chivo, we can't not mention Chivo.
Chivo, man.
And Cliff Hughes. Yeah,
hooked it up.
Amber. He was new. I've never fished with him before. What a gentleman. He brought his son along, David along. Who else was there, man? I don't want to leave anybody out. Isaac Parcells and his son, Isaac. That was great. I mean, you think that you're going out and you're pulling these nets. How much fun can that be? Well, we certainly stretched it into a whole fun thing, man.
One of our nets, we pulled up 10 keepers in it, and that is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was Paulina's pull.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing, actually. They've got a pulley on the boat. They can...
Right.
But our group would not let that happen.
They didn't. And we're pulling at least 80 feet of water. So that's a good pull.
Yeah.
That is a very good pull.
Everybody wanted to do it. It was great. Hey, hit that like button. Share these videos everywhere. Remember, you can follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. And tick that rotten, filthy, disgusting little bell. Beautiful little bell.
Get
I said
that little
beautiful
bell.
again.
Ring that bell.
And you'll be notified when there's new content. You can catch me every single morning wandering around aimlessly on the beach doing the morning briefing. And you can place your vote right now, but I have come to the conclusion that on the morning briefing, maybe the first year I'll start this. When I start the morning briefing, Rene, I'm thinking about tossing a bait out, putting it in a Promar, and doing the morning briefing. If it gets bit, I'll take a break, catch the fish, and then wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, that's showing the action right there on the sand.
Yes,
Yeah.
so that is definitely something we're thinking about doing. If you have any questions at all, Rene De Leon's been doing this lobster thing for a long time. He's our expert from Promar. The over-under on Brian Sanchez showing up is 2030. So that's do you think Brian will show up before 2030 or after 2030?
Yeah,
we have
Brian.
no idea. All right, Mike Krinkovich, he's joining us.
Hey, Mike.
The Cranker. Have did you meet the Cranker on?
Yeah, the crank. How's it going, buddy?
He's an old crank, is what he is. Whoop whoop or hoop hoop. Very good. Graham, and I believe that's UC Graham. Good evening, Phil. Is it? Yes, it is. We'll come by to pick up my raffle prize this weekend. I don't know if we're going to be here, Graham. Just send me a text, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure. Yeah, hit up Chuck. You want to go to Chuck, Graham, for your raffle prize, and you guys can hook up because we may not be here. And going out tomorrow, hoop netting, bugs. So where is a good spot to find another 10-pound bug? Man, you know better than me. You had that big 10-pounder, which I did mention finally on the morning briefing, so I was happy to do it. Michael Limon, come out and take a bow. You were a big star, Michael Limon, on
Mikey.
the Lobster. Are you fishing tonight?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? We got an over-under line on you right now. Mitchell, what's up? Mitchell, you got a haircut. No? Oh, okay. A beard. You trimmed your beard.
Just looking good, man.
Took a
Just
shower.
took a shower.
Yeah.
Just took a shower.
Maybe it's the flies aren't around.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. And it is Mitchell telling us that they were on the way and they have arrived. So now the party can officially get started. Robert Graber. Nacho has been out of bait for weeks. Mike over at San Pedro S. Sardine, though, tell him I said hi for sure. Angler Pliers, that's our dear friend David Rosenthal. David, it was so great to have you here at the Friedman Adventures Fan Appreciation Day. Thank you for your donation of your great, fantastic pliers. People are loving it. Did you get a chance to talk to David or meet him?
Yes, I believe I did. I talked to so many people, so if I'm wrong, Dave, sorry. But I got to tell you, that Fan Appreciation Day, that was fantastic. Fantastic turnout. Fantastic people. We have food. We have music. We gave a tribute to Mikey. God bless his soul. He's looking after us. And our toy table turned into the toy room. So thank you. Thank you, everybody, for all your contributions. It was a great turnout. Great turnout.
I definitely have to second that. It was absolutely great. We owe that all to you. We're already talking about maybe a chili cook-off kind of fun day down here at the landing in another 3 weeks or 4 weeks or something like that.
Hey.
Anthony and I were chatting about that. We'll do a chili cook-off and have a big prize for the winner. So who knows? We're working on that as we speak. Davies Lures. Don't have to work tomorrow. The surf should be hot. He had 12 perch today, Davey,
Nice.
down there in front of my house. So he's been doing really good. Little small barred perch, but doing really well. And he's fishing with, what are you fishing with? Lugworms, like freeze-dried lugworms
okay.
or something like that. So he's been doing really, really good. Dave, good to see you. Hey, Paulina, she's watching right now.
Hey, Paulina.
She
How you
made
doing,
it home
sweetheart?
safe to Ensenada. Paulina, thanks for being here. That was so much fun to have you on board. We were just talking about the great time we had out there doing the lobster hoop netting. Your husband says he misses you and hopes you'll be back. You finally got to meet Rutita. So, yes, it was a success all the way around. Paulina, thank you for checking in. If you have a question for your husband, please fire it in at any time. Man, there's a ton of comments going on here, man. I thought because we're so close to Christmas, maybe we'd have a very slow show, but no, it's rocking and rolling. Here we go with more. Robert Graber saying hi to David Rosenthal. Chivo says, good evening, everybody. Chivo was a blast to fish with, wasn't he?
Love you, brother.
Say hi to my husband, said Paulina. There you are, man. I may have started this before. Hey, Paulina, good to see you and your mom on YouTube, says Robert Graber. Look, your fans are crawling out of the woodworks, Paulina, once again. And it was good to have her here for Fan Appreciation Day also.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
That was a fun weekend. We're going to have to do that again. Are you coming to the chili cook-off? Paulina, you got to get your mom and you and get your butts up here if we do that for sure.
Heavy competition there.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Davies Lures. I'll go 5 on the over and under again. He made it easy. All right, there you go. He's going over, Michael. You better be fishing. I just saw him grab a bunch of that roast pork over there.
Eating first.
So he's eating roast pork right now, so might want to take the under. Who knows? Although there's
might
not
use
that.
it for bait. He might use it for bait.
I know, man. He should be fishing with power bait.
Wow. Next time that we will do that, we'll make sure that he throws out the power bait and see if he gets bit.
Absolutely,
And
man.
go
I
with
would
the
love
bets.
that. Graham says, all good. We'll visit San Pedro Bait Barge. All right, perfect, Graham. And say hi to Mike for me, too. Scott Buchert is here.
What's going on, Scotty?
Did you get to mess with him while he was here?
Oh, I always got to mess with him.
Scott's the best. He says, Phil and the dog run it all. He's giving us a compliment. You know what that means? You want me to translate for you? He wants something.
Yeah, he wants something.
Yeah. Scott, it's great to have you here. I expect to see you till the very end of the show. Yours will be the last comment today on the show. And interspersed throughout the show, there will be other comments. Like, I suppose you're going to put a comment up that says something like, Paulina, I'm so happy you made it home safe. You know, something like that. But I'm helping you out, Scott. Here we go. All right. Is it too late to give toys? No. You can bring another toy, Graham. That is for sure. Darren, pardon me. He was on our morning briefing this morning, and he says, yes, indeed. I think about Mikey daily. I think we all do, right?
We all do. Yeah, at some point we always think about him, and he was a good, what would be a good word? He was a good influence on the community.
Yes.
And people's spirit.
Definitely, and he will be sorely missed. I will say, however, what we're doing here tonight, what you do when you take a kid fishing, the toy drive to Mexico, getting outdoors, that's all what he would have wanted out of you. He wants that to happen, right?
Yes, he would have been there with a big smile, helpful hands, and a big thank you. And while we're on that, this man right here, this is all because of him. The voice. He put all this together. Look at all
He's
the toys
embarrassing
that we
me
got.
again.
You know, he goes and helps these kids in Mexico. You know, what a wonderful human being.
Thank God I passed that money to you before the show.
It was only $10, but it's well worth it.
Yeah, right. I mean, $10 is $10. Hey, I love doing all that kind of stuff, and you guys are the ones. I always make the point that I get to play Santa Claus, but it's all the people out there who make the donations and help us to achieve what we're trying to achieve out there in the communities. And you've been such a great addition. After many, many, many years, we've come together again, and it's been fantastic.
It's I love it. I love it. This is nothing better to get back into it than to get back with some old friends.
Yeah, 100%. Chivo says, Rene, I want to thank you for helping me out so I can take my union breaks, grabbing a beer on the Freedom during the event.
I'll take care of it. I got your back, Chivo. I got your back, buddy.
Robert Graver says, fish hard, troll hard. One love. Rest in peace, Mikey.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Scott Buchert says, hi, guy. Boy, insightful comments like that just keep me up at night trying to figure out what the hell he's talking about. actually.
You go, Scotty.
Scotty, we love you. Davies Lures, those birds this morning were going nutty. They were going nutty. Yes. Pelicans pounding the water.
Saw the briefing. Yeah.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Gotta love that. Paulina's staying with us. I don't know if Paulina's ever been on a live show for this long. Sure, drop the date, and we will be there. Now that we are married, we both have where to crash in LA. Doug Tilk is going to be very upset to learn that Paulina now is going to be with her husband.
I'm sorry, Doug. It is what it is, buddy.
Man, Doug, I don't know. Daphne joins us and says, hello. Daphne was out on the gale force here recently, had outstanding lobster fishing and won the jackpot with a big sheephead. So we're really, really excited about that. And Scott Buchert says, hi, Paulina.
Hey,
what a man,
that
Scott.
guy, he's so amazing.
Yes, who, Scott? Yeah.
Yeah, Scotty's amazing.
We dropped 40,000 hints, and he finally came through with that. Darren says, much respect. And I know he's talking about Mikey, so
Yeah.
good stuff. UC Graham, anyone interested in a little puppy for the family? Reduced 5 little puppies and their mama trying to give them a good, loving home. Anybody want a puppy? You can reach out to UC Graham, or you could also just send me a text and I'll hook you up. But that'd be a pretty cool Christmas present if you ask me. Stoked for Life Foundation, those are the guys that I love. Man, we had... In fact, somebody pointed out, Jeff Lingle, who runs the yacht for the Department of Defense, he said, I think that Mikey's last sport boat trip was on the Dolphin with you, me, and Charles from Stoked for Life Foundation.
Oh, okay.
So that is a weird thing. And, you know, it's just, wow, what a small world. But I almost feel, I don't know how to put it, you know, blessed in a way to have experienced that with yeah, for sure. I mean, given what happened, to spend the last time Mikey was on a sport boat with him, that was great. It was a fun day, man.
Now, aren't they supposed to have a paddle out for Mikey?
They had it the day of our event.
Oh, okay,
that morning.
okay,
So
okay.
there was a ton of people down there, and they had a great event. And then, of course, we honored Mikey
Yes,
at our
we did.
event
Yes,
also.
we did.
So good stuff. Charles from Stoked for Life Foundation. Phil, my guy, Merry Christmas, my brother. Looking forward to my Mad Dog Custom. Yeah, he's been working hard at that. I've been hearing him talk about it quite a bit. So good stuff. Scott Buchert says, hi, Rene.
Oh, hey, what's up, Scotty Waddy? Doo-doo.
Scotty Waddy, I kind of like that one. Chivo, I'm glad we got to hand pull the hoop nets. The group we had made it fun with the chance of encouragement. That was so much fun up there.
Yeah.
We had the lobster dance going on. We had Paulina, she was doing imitation of Coyote at times. Yeah, she's pretty good at that too. I've got in a prior life, Paulina, who knows? You may have been a coyote.
The kids were running up and down the deck with buckets of lobsters and crabs. Oh, they were having a blast. That was a blast.
Yeah, The Howling. Yes, there's a horror movie out there called The Howling. Paulina could star in the next one for sure.
There you go.
All right, Chivo, I'm sorry, Graham. Thank you, Phil. My pleasure. You see, Graham. Chivo, Scott, I need some salsa. It was really good. Hey, his salsa was really good. Did you try it, Anthony?
I didn't try it. I tried.
I've got some at home. It's like something you'd eat in Mexico. It's really freaking, it's not gringo.
You sure you didn't buy it?
I don't know, yeah. Anthony thinks you bought it, Scott. Did you make it or did you buy it? Because it is really good. Chivo, I honestly hate to give Scott any kind of compliment, but you're right. It was really, really good.
I'm sure his mom didn't make it.
Yeah, really. Maybe Mom made it. Mikey caught the jackpot fish on the trip that we were on. Yes, he did. I will hold that memory with him. Big love, troll hard, fish hard, 100%. Yeah, definitely, Charles. That was a special moment indeed. Paulina says, hey, Chivo, the howling was the key. Yeah, I think it was, man. That was too funny, Paulina. Scott Buchert says, hi, Chivo. He's coming through with such insightful comments tonight.
Oh, Scotty
What to say?
Waddy.
Chivo Mad Dog, it did kind of taste like the one from Costco. Maybe. I don't know. It was good, though. I got to admit. Angler Pliers, that is David Rosenthal. The ceviche that Danny Cadota brought was primo. It was good, man. Did you try that?
Yeah, yes, I did. That was really good.
Now, who was it? It was Chivo said that some guy walked up, got a hot dog, and he said, I'm going to try this. And he put the ceviche on the hot dog.
Yeah.
And then he ate it and said, this is really
Said
good.
he ate it. It was good.
That sounds like hell to crap to me, but
I mean, it was a new creation.
Yeah.
When he said that, me and Tivo looked at each other and go for it.
yeah, I'm
Try
in.
it, man.
Yeah, did you try it?
No.
Would you try it?
Probably.
Yeah, I would try it. Sounds
Yeah,
like crap,
probably.
though, but who knows? It might be good. I salute the man who did it, though. We really like
There's a lot of good food. There was a lot of good food over there.
Chivo, Paulina, you and your mom were the key. How's that, man? There you go. Robert
it is.
Graber. Renee, tell us the truth. Does Kern's mango juice work as an attractant, or is it just another snipe hunt to see who will fall for it? My vote is, and Renee is the expert, that it is phony. But what do you say?
Yeah, no, you don't want it. You drink it, put some vodka in it, and have fun. there you go, man. That'll be the attractant.
Do attractants work? Do you think you need attractants, or if you have fresh sardines at the bait receiver, you're good?
My thing is fresh bait, fresh sardines. Go with the fresh bait. Some people use some of the frozen bait and put attractants on it, or they have already dead bait and they put attractants on it. The only thing is they get a little messy. You don't want that stuff on your deck because it gets very slippery and oily. Some guys swear by it. Some works, and some, we've tried it and seen if they brought them around, and it didn't work. So it's all up to the individual and stuff like that. If you think they work and you like them, go for it. I'm a big proponent of fresh bait, fresh sardines. That's what they eat. That's what's down there, and that's what we always get. So it's always pretty good.
I don't know whether to cover your ears up on this one or not, but Paulina says, we love you, Chivo. So I don't want to get some kind of a lover's triangle going on.
That's
here.
okay.
Hey, Daphne is joining us, and she is such a great Freeman Adventures family member. She said she had some ceviche that was sitting in the sun. Not sure who made it, but it was really good. It was Danny, I know, because
Danny.
like a little bit into it, I go, man, that's sitting in the sun. I was like, it was okay. You didn't get sick or anything, so you're good. But Danny made that, and it was super good. He does kind of a fusion with his ceviche.
Yeah, he and I were sitting down and talking about it, and what he did, and it kind of blew me away, is he put in his soy sauce, tapatio, and he added in the sesame oil and all that stuff, but it was tapatio he put in it, and I got to tell you, that infusion of it was just the right heat. It was good. It was really, really, really good.
Yeah, it was great. And Danny's been talking about that and giving that recipe out for a while. And man, people got to finally experience it. Danny Cadota, thank you for that. So many people enjoyed meeting Danny too.
Oh, Danny is a super guy. What a beautiful person.
And he brought some of his graphite rods down, which was deeply appreciated. No doubt about that. Really, really good stuff. Robert Graber says, cheers to Kearns then. He said, thanks for that. Yeah, Kearns is selling out in that now. UC Graham, have you tried, Renee, lobster callers, a device that electronically attracts lobsters?
I've never seen it or heard of it yet, but I'm always, willing to check out new technology. Never know.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Like, we'll Google that up or something.
We'll research that and get back to you on that. Maybe we can get a hold of somebody and we can test it out.
Yeah, Scott Buchert is looking into something that electronically calls Paulina, but I don't know if that's going to work or not. So
Yeah,
who
that
knows?
ain't gonna work. That's gonna burn out.
Yeah, you never know. Scott is very persistent when he has something in mind. Chivo, Daphne, the big tray was Danny Cadota, bluefin. A small container was halibut from colder ice. Thank you so much, Chivo. Who was it? Somebody walked up to me today, and they didn't make the Freeman Adventures Fan Appreciation Day here, but they said, man, those hot dogs, that's the first thing they said. They're like, what a great event. Those hot dogs look so good. Huh?
Did Wayne say that?
Maybe it was Wayne, yeah. I think it was. It was Wayne Shimabukuro over at Island Fishing Tackle. Anthony and I went by there on the way here, and Wayne said that. He did a great job. Chivo, my hat's off to you.
Great
What a
job.
good
Good job.
You were sitting over there with him during that, weren't you?
Yeah, yeah. It was fun. We just sat there and talked story, and it was really good. It was really fun. He had to get up. I took over. I had to get up. He just did the thing. It was fun. Good stuff.
All right. Scott Buchert, you guys want the recipe for the salsa. Those of you who are doubting me, let me know, and I'll give you the recipe. So, Chivo, Scott's calling all of us right now.
All right, put it in the chat.
They were both really good. Yeah, Scott, put it in the chat. We're ready for it. Let's do it. I would put the ceviche on the hot dog and then chili. Scott puts ceviche and chili on his hot dog. That is some deviant behavior there,
There
if
it
you
is.
ask me.
There it is.
All right, Scott, thank you for sharing. And get that damn recipe up there, the dog says. Chivo says, no, Scotty, we want you to make it and bring it to us at the studio. You understand that, Buchert? That's what your next thing is. Paulina Fishing Life. If you're looking for Paulina, that's where you can find her on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, maybe. I'm not sure about that one, but she's going to let us know. My mom and I have to leave, but we wanted to say and see my husband. We'll be in touch. Take care of you guys. Paulina, thank you again.
Bye,
Thanks
Paulina.
for being such
Bye,
a good
Mama.
sport. Everything went swimmingly well. You know what might be fun to do is just talk a little bit about our trip, but just kind of go through, and I'll have a video out actually probably tomorrow, but what goes on one of these combo trips. And so we start by going out to the bait receiver, obviously, and then you run to your destination. Could be Catalina, could be somewhere along the coast, could be anywhere, and then you fish for a little while. So you get that until that beautiful sunset. And that, I like that whole thing. Those trips seem really long.
Yeah, well, it took us a little while to get to the spot, but, once we got to the spot and we started fishing, everything melted away. We were out there, we were pulling on fish, and there's nothing like pulling on fish. Even if you didn't pull on a fish, just to get your line in the water, again, the salt air, the sun, and the ambience of the people around you, it was all worth it. It was all worth it. Then once you're done, a little short trek, and we're right there in the lobster grounds. So that was a lot of fun. Transition was nice and easy and quick.
And the crew out there, they have everything. So you have to have a lobster gauge. They have that for you. You don't have to worry about that. Of course, they've got all the equipment, the hoop nets and everything else. They set the nets. You can throw them over. If you bring your kids out and want them to toss the hoop net in the water, you can do that. Jason on the Amigos, really great at helping out that way. Everybody gets involved, and then they'll pull the hoop net for you. But as I said, our group wanted to be involved in it.
Yeah, they wanted to pull it. They wanted to pull it, and they did pull. They were pulling. So hats off to you guys. You guys did a really good job. Everybody did a really good job. Crew was beautiful, and so much help. They were very professional, very friendly, very hospitable.
Yeah, it was great. And then throughout the rest of once you start dropping those hoop nets, it's pretty much about a 3 or 4 hour, that's all you're doing, man.
Yeah.
You're pulling and resetting, resetting.
Yes.
Pulling, resetting, right?
Yep, that's how it is. Checking your bait constantly when you pull it up. If you pull up water, check your bait. Make sure that there's no sand fleas or anything in there. And if anything, you go and refresh it a little bit. Put some more stink in there. And then go ahead and find your spot and set it down again.
Rene, you've done this way more than me. I haven't done it that much, but it seems to me like the best crawls, and please correct me if I'm incorrect on this, like at sunset and then maybe a couple hours after that, and then it kind of dwindles as the night goes by. Is that just because I haven't seen enough of this to realize that maybe later in the night when you get the tide moving, it gets good at that time also?
Actually, this is kind of just a cycle of when they start running. Sometimes we're usually out there sometimes and trying to find them, and in our spots, they're not crawling. or we'll get maybe one here, maybe two here, and maybe that's not the spot. And then all of a sudden we'll go to the spots that we're at, and boom, we have 3 or 4 in there. You know, 2 that are, and they're all legal and stuff. And they're all of a sudden every net that you're pulling, you're getting something in it. So you're seeing life, and it just happens that that's the time that they're crawling, and they pick their own times when they're going to do it. So, but usually when the sun goes down, they're nocturnal feeders. They start coming out, and they're starting to hunt. But it's, you know, if they find your stuff, they'll get in there and have a party on your little bait tube.
I love it, man. And they're so good to eat.
Yes, they are.
They are
Yes, they
so
are.
good. And Christmas is the perfect time to have a feast with
Right.
lobster and everything else, right?
Lobster, prime rib, and the family.
Man,
Have
I'm
that
getting
ohana.
hungry.
Have that ohana over.
Man, I can't believe I haven't seen Dan Lightfoot over there hitting that roast pork at all. I can't believe that he's leaving that alone. What's wrong with you?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, well, that's why we brought it. Have at it. All right, let's go back.
Sorry, there might not be none left.
Yeah, I know. That's why I ate before you showed up. Yeah. All right, let's go back to these insightful comments. And Chivo says, Rene, what's your estimate on the age of that big lobster? How do you gauge weight, length? And then actually, Graham, you see Graham comes in and says, and you can concur or not. He says, Chivo, the method of determining age for a lobster is 1 pound equals 7 years. So an
Yeah.
11-pound lobster is 77
Yes.
years old.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good average of how they age. They take a long time to grow, but yeah, the bigger they are, the older they are. And usually when they get really, really big like that, the reason that they die is because they can't get out of their shell. And if they can't get out of their shell, that's when they expire. But usually if they're pretty active and they squeeze out of that thing, they molt and get a new shell, and they keep on going.
How many times a year does a lobster molt?
I believe they molt, I believe once a year, but I'll check that out. I will check that out and get back. But I believe it's like maybe once a year that they start molting.
Are you kidding? We have Anthony right here. He's going to check it out right
check it
now.
out right
man.
now. We got it. Producer Anthony.
We're
kicking
going
it
to.
in.
Producer Anthony has all the answers to these
Put him to work.
questions. Is Michael Limon fishing yet?
He went out Jerry to fishing. I don't know what Jerry said.
Oh, okay. Maybe not. We promised some live fishing action, but sometimes that's out of our hands. So we'll see how this goes along. Chivo says, speaking of the crew and Jason, did I tell you how good his pulled pork quesadilla was?
Oh, that was
You tried
good.
it too, didn't you?
Yeah, that was very, very good. Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, well, Chivo, yes, you did tell us. And hey, did I tell you I was in a serious accident on the freeway not too long ago? I don't know if I told you that. Did I tell you
Really?
that?
Really?
Oh,
The first 5
go
to
ahead.
7 years, they can molt 25 times.
Okay.
For the first 5 to 7 years, they molt 25 times.
So they're molting
They can molt
5
20.
times a year.
Females molt once every 2 years
Adult females molt at once every 2 years
as they carry eggs for 9 to 12 months.
as they carry eggs for 9 to 12 months.
Molt after.
There you are, and
Okay,
they
yeah,
molt
there it
after
is.
that.
There you go.
There you go. There's your answer. Man, I'm learning more about lobster than I ever would have wanted to know
They can
tonight.
live up to 100 years old.
They can live to be 100 years old. Can you believe that?
Now just imagine the Kelly Hansen, Dave's wife. She
Yes.
pulled up one that was 18 pounds,
That's right.
and
108. No, that's 7 years, right? Yeah, 7
Yeah.
years. 7 times 18, 56, 7. Like 100 and something, right?
yeah,
Obviously 100. That's amazing stuff, if you ask me. Wow. Like 130 probably. That would be my guess. Go ahead. Renee's going to figure it out. 18 times 7. 126.
126,
126 years. Almost as old as Dan Lightfoot.
almost. I
Woo! Or Mac, actually.
mean, missing it by a couple of years.
Man, you
that
did,
much.
Were you up there when Mac pulled a trap? Mac? Mac is like 72 years old. He was on the boat.
Oh no, I did.
Yeah.
I didn't. I missed that one.
I was making sure Mark had the defibrillator charged up, ready to go. Yeah, that was a little dicey there for a while. No, Mac did a great job. I take my hat off to that man for
Yeah,
doing
they all
that.
did. Even the kids pulled. I was amazed because that was 80, 90 feet of water, and that's that's a lot of line to pull in, and the kids were out there doing it too.
Yep.
So that was pretty impressive. Everybody, I was very impressed with everybody. They were just having fun and pulling away.
Speak of the devil, Jeff Lingle joins us. Jeff, I say speak of the devil, Jeff, because we were talking about you a while ago, and it was all good and positive. Jeff, where are you at now? You were catching tons of yellowfin, as I remember. You had a good night last night with 6 bluefin, 4 of them over 120 pounds.
Wow, that's good.
He's down there at 220 miles or so. So keep up the great work, Jeff. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Chivo, I knew that was coming from you, Phil. Talking about my accident again. Davies Lures, do you try for bonito, for lobster bait while fishing before hooping? We didn't because I think everybody on the boat and you are convinced the sardines better. Or I don't know. Go ahead.
Here's the thing with bonita or any kind of fish that you measure is that if you have it chopped up in there, and if there's a limit on that particular kind of fish, and it's all chopped up, and so happens Fish and Game come aboard and says, "Hey, what's that?" And you go, "Oh, that's bonita and stuff." You go, "How many did you have?" And you say 10. They're not going to be able to tell. And if they're not having a good day, they can give you a bad time about it. So technically, I wouldn't use any kind of measurable game fish that you get like that. Mackerel is good, sardines and stuff like that. But as far as doing bones and some other tuna stuff, I wouldn't mess with it. The ticket's it's not worth it. It's not worth getting a ticket over it. So that's my opinion. I mean, sardines is some of the best bait you can get. You get anchovies, everything loves anchovies. Everything eats anchovies. So I know you got to get a lot of them in the bucket, but everything loves them. Everything loves them, and that's what I would use.
Excellent stuff. Dan Lightfoot is devouring that pork now. He is. I could get him on a lift pole on a 300-pound right now. No problem with it. All right, Chivo says, didn't Mac roll up on an electric skateboard? I thought I saw him leave in a nice Tesla. Yes, he did. And he does have a nice Tesla also. But yeah, I saw him come up. I was doing something, so I barely saw it. But he came.
He's out there, man. He's out there.
Yeah, he sure is. No, I'm kidding. He's really a good guy. I love Mac. All right, Jeff Lingle's down there at 245 miles. Getting ready for the sundown bite on the bluefin tuna tonight. Maybe Jeff will be able to pop on here and say something like we got one going, or how was your day today, Jeff? You can tell us what you caught today for sure.
Yeah, hook that up. Let us know what you got.
So lately, just like this past week, you even called me before our trip and said, man, they are crawling.
Yeah.
They are crawling. Intel into you has been that it's been exceptional here for the last week or so.
Yeah, it's been really good. So again, when we had our trip, I knew we were going to have a good trip. Anthony went out a couple days before, and it was obvious you guys did really, really well. And when we were out there, we did very well for the clients and stuff, and they did good. Everybody did good. It was good stuff. Good quality bugs.
Yeah, that was Z Custom Rods, and of course, Mad Dog Customs is Anthony here, and they had an exceptional trip. They did a combo trip where it was a day and a half, so they did the lobster thing, and then they went out to San Nicolas Island and had exceptional fishing on big, beautiful reds and bocaccio and a variety of other bottom dwellers. So really, that's a fun trip, and Chuck's already booked it again for next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think I'll do this again, man. I might do another one before the season's over.
Yeah.
That's a March.
Yeah, exactly. We got till March, so we'll probably do another one. It was just way too much fun. Maybe in another month or so.
Yeah, February is a good month.
Yeah.
Yeah, February is always a good month.
If you ever hoop netting for Dan Lightfoot, put roast pork in the bait canister.
Hook up the pork for you.
Wow, he's gone at it.
Gotta take the pork for you.
I told you guys.
Kind of a jerk am I? I invite you to eat it, and then I poke fun at you for eating it, huh?
Yeah, what the hell?
That's the reason I wanted you to eat it, so I could screw with you.
No beef, just took the pork.
All right, Chivo says my lobsters were fighting all night in the kitchen. They were pretty loud. Yeah, you know what he means, right?
Yeah, they wanted your attention, Chivo. They wanted your attention. Say, eat me, eat me.
Did you eat them yet, Chivo? I'd be curious to know, man. There's nothing better than fresh lobster. It is so good. Favorite way to prepare lobster? What is it?
I cut mine in half after I clean them up, and I have my lobster butter, which is butter with chopped up garlic, a little bit of parsley in it, and I'll go ahead and grill them shell side down first, and then I flip them over to get the grill marks. And I put my butter on it and flip them over one more time. Then I let them rest and still put a little bit more butter on it, and a little bit more butter on it, and a little bit more butter on it. And then you have a little bit more butter when you dip it and pull them out, and you get the smoke flavor, you get the sweetness of the lobster and the little taste of the butter.
A
and
little
the garlic.
taste of the butter.
Gotta have it.
I love butter.
Yeah, butter's
Good for you.
Butter's good. Better be butter.
Yeah, 100%. And you want real butter, right? You don't want
Real
this crap
butter.
that
Yeah,
you know.
you don't want imperial where the crown comes up.
I was at Kentucky Fried Chicken dining with Scott Buchert after our trip, and he got butter for his rolls. But I looked at it and it said like buttery, like it was some phony.
Imitation
It wasn't
buttery.
butter. It was like buttery bull crap. And I was looking like, I wonder what the hell's in this crap. Actually, you know.
Well, they knew it was Scott, so that they busted it out.
Yeah, really. They looked at him and said, "This can't possibly do any damage to this guy. He's already screwy." Yeah, for sure. All right, Jeff Lingle with a report from down there at 245 miles. I was all excited because Jeff was going to hit a rockfish spot that he hadn't hit for 30 years. And it sounds like it paid off. They had great rock fishing, a ling that was like 35 pounds. That's a big old ling.
That's an alien.
Huge one. That is awesome. 25 huge Mexican rockfish. In case you've never caught those before, they only speak Spanish. And excellent yellowfin tuna and yellowtail fishing in the morning. The biggest forky today, 20 pounds. He had a kelp yesterday.
Wow.
His biggest yellow on that kelp yesterday was 31 pounds. See, Jeff, I remember all your details, man. I don't forget.
Nice
So,
home guard.
yeah, right? On
Nice
a kelp,
home
though.
guard,
You know,
yeah.
sometimes you're catching smaller fish on the kelps, but that's a nice one.
He was guarding that little spot.
Yeah. Chivo says he's saving his lobster for dinner. Do you have any stocking stuffer suggestions for the lobster hoop netter in your life?
It's you can
Gloves?
you can
and-
get gloves. You can get the gauges, Promar gauges. For your lobster hooper guy, you can always get the lights. The replacement nets are always pretty good stocking stuffer. We got a car of jigs. They come in. You can put those in there. Those are for your fishermen. There's all kinds of little stuff that you can get in and put in there. But yeah, those little things are always good to put in stocking stuffers for your fishermen at home.
All right, and you can go to promarahi.com, put in FA at checkout, and they'll knock 15% off for you. Or you can go to your local tackle store. Big Fish Bait and Tackle is a great place. Baja Fishing Tackle in Lomita. Island Fishing Tackle. We love Kevin Kwan over there at Young's Fishing Tackle in Bellflower, California. Those are just a few of the places, and Best Fishing Tackle. We can't leave Sky and Izzy out of this. They're fantastic over there in Hawthorne, California. And all of those stores that I just mentioned, the people there are very knowledgeable. So if a wife happens to be listening to this, or you want to send your wife down there to get you some stocking stuffers or something like that, if they walk in and say to the employee there at the tackle store, hey, I want to get blah, blah, blah. I have no idea what to get. I want something small to put. They'll be able to suggest, right?
Right. Just go ahead and let them know. Say, hey, I got a lobster fisherman. You know, what would you suggest? And you know, there's those stuff. Everybody can use new gloves. Everybody can use a gauge. You know, I'm sure if he has hoop nets, I'm sure he'll enjoy having a spare replacement net. You know. And if you want to go a little bigger, you know, you can go ahead and order up some line, order up another buoy. You know, there's all kinds of little things. The lights, the lobster lights, you put those on your buoy so you can mark them when you drop them off. It's always good. Go get that stuff and put it in the stocking stuffer.
Water temperature with regard to lobster. Cold water is not something that bugs lobster at all, right? That's fine, right?
Yeah, I haven't really seen that really bugging our lobsters at all. They, you know, they're pretty much a winter and spring fishery, so that's usually our coldest time for the water. So it's not too bad.
I have some memories of during El Nino years where the water was too warm and the lobster fishing was slower. Am I right on that? Or is my memory right on that?
Yeah, they drop off. They go down to deeper water to stay in a cool zone, and they try to find some of the structure that's down there, and they'll go ahead and make their habitat in there. So they'll move along, and it's funny too. So sometimes I don't know if you ever seen any documentaries where they're underwater and they show lobsters walking along. They usually walk along in a line right behind each other into wherever they're going to go, and it's pretty cool. I've seen some of those in Florida. They'll be walking along, 10, 20 of them, and they're
Really?
all in a line. Yeah, going into one spot, and then they'll just hang out and have a party in there underneath a piece of wreckage or whatever. They just go inside there and just hang out.
Hey, does anybody know the answer to this? Because my wife Ruth asked me this. It has nothing to do with lobster or anything else, but we were driving home yesterday and we looked up and the birds were flying in a V. She goes, why do they fly in a V? And I go, well, obviously that's the leader out front. She looks at me and laughs like, you don't know what you're talking about.
They're beasts.
Yeah, why are they doing that?
That's just the way it's
Yes.
formation.
There it is.
Yeah,
it's a
that's a
formation. It's an
formation, yeah.
evolutionary.
Yeah.
And that duck is the leader.
And that duck is the leader, Ruth. ¿Me entiendes? Yo no soy tan estúpido como tú piensas. Huh?
It speaks to the other ducks.
Yeah,
Yes,
they follow
it
each
speaks
other.
to the other
They
ducks.
follow each other, yeah.
Duck Talk. That's going to be our new show here
Goose
pretty
Talk.
soon.
Usually the younger ones are in the back.
The younger ones are in the back.
Yep, just like fighter pilots.
There's a hierarchy here. I
Just
like
like
it.
fighter pilots.
Where would you find Scott Buchert in such a formation?
Probably be off.
He'd be
He
walking.
would be crashed into
Yeah,
something.
he'd be walking on the ground with Daffy Duck and Yankee Doodle.
Uh-oh. Jeff Lingle has the answer here. I love it. Hold on. We're going to get to that in a moment. Stay tuned. Michael Lemone putting his new waders on. He's looking good. You going to fish, Michael?
Nah.
Oh, he suck. All right, here we go. Back to this nonsense. Jeff Lingle said he hit the same kelp today. They marked it. So they put a marker on it and went back to it and pounded out some really good fishing. Chivo, Rene, is there a reason the lobster get bigger, better season goes on, like you said, in February? Why is it better in February?
We get a lot more of our storms, as the winter moves on. This year, we've had a lot of rain in this first really episode of storms. We had 2 or 3 storms all in a row, and now with the weather kind of calming down, these guys are all out and about. They don't like fresh water, so they'll be out and try to chew. So they're chewing right now, and I got a feeling that after we get another episode of weather,
That's going to be around Christmas, by the way.
yeah, we got another episode.
Rainy
of
weather
in.
coming.
It's if you can do it, go and hoop it. But if you can't, I wait a couple days and go out there and throw your hoops down. And if you're in the harbor and it is stormy after the storms and stuff, be real careful. There's a lot of junk in the water, a lot of logs, a lot of trees, a lot of big boards. Just be careful. You don't want to get stuck out there.
Jeff Lingle says birds fly in that formation because they draft off each other to break the wind.
There you go.
And Jeff actually does know a ton about birds, so that's a good. I like that. Very good. There's the evolutionary reason they do it. I might know more about birds, says Jeff, maybe than fishing, and that would be like incredible. Chivo says the producer is on it today. All right, I'll bite. Is it this producer right here? Yes. or that producer, or the sport boat producer out of H&M Landing? Which one is it? The producer coming up with all these answers. Yes. I thought maybe the producer was catching big eye tuna or something out of San Diego, man. Ray Sobiek's back. He's been resurrected and he's catching fish. All right. Hey, we're winding down here. If you have a question for Rene, you can ask it, but we've been doing this for an hour. And during the Christmas, I know, it doesn't seem like it, does it?
No, just went right by.
And, you know, if we stop a little bit early tonight, we'll be able to play around with Dan and Michael.
Yeah,
and
we can go and throw Mikey in the water and let him come back out and stuff.
What is wrong with that? Mike Krinkovich, though, is going to join us now, speaking of bird brains. And I'm a birder guy, too. Lingle knows his stuff. So, Mike, the bird that is in the front, is it always in the front? And is the one that is in second, the second in command? I would like to know that for both you guys. And if the front bird dies, does the second bird take over? That's what I want to know. Mike, do you have an answer for that? You're a birder, you said, so, and I assume that doesn't mean you have a bird brain, although I would believe that, actually. No. They rotate. They rotate. Shoot, some scientist or ornithologist has studied this.
Here's another question.
I like it.
Because
Jeff.
I'm not know it. Do they follow the magnetic field from north to south?
They have a flyaway.
Ornithology course tonight. I like it.
They have like they migrate obviously, but
They're migrating.
yeah.
And I have a migraine headache, so I'm kind of on the same thing as them.
Just like sand bass.
Good retort, Lingle. It's not a retort, it's an answer to the question, Mike. All right, very good. They rotate. Excellent.
Yeah, the front bird always breaks the wind. It's always working the hardest. So when it gets tired, it goes to the back.
The front bird breaks wind, and those poor other birds have to smell it. It's just
There you
awful.
go.
No, the front bird breaks the wind. And then they rotate, obviously, because that front guy's going to get a little tired, right? Mad Dog?
Yes, they switch off.
How the hell we went down this rabbit hole? I never had any idea.
It's an educational show, folks.
The only bird brain is the Friedman Adventures guy. I plead guilty to that, Mike. You're absolutely right. Too many morning briefings in a row. My brain is fried. All right. Anything else, Rene?
No,
Besides, hit
just
that like button.
get your light gun. If you need any gear, any stuff, go to promarahi.com. Check out the website. Get your gear. Get it soon.
All right, and if we don't get another question, thanks for everything. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and we'll put together another lobster trip here really soon because I think you'd all enjoy it. And as I said, we're not sure on this chili cook-off thing, but something tells me that's probably going to come to fruition.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, right?
That's going to be really fun.
And you know what? A nice cold day.
Oh,
Perfect
yeah.
for chili. I make a
yeah.
mean black bean chili. Man, I put cilantro in there. I put all this stuff in there. I won at Nativity Grammar School. When my kids were going to school there. I would win 1 year, and then Kathy, what's her last name? I forget. But Kathy, the kids, my son's friends, she would win. Then I would win, and then she would win. Kathy Herrera and her husband Rick. So those were good times, no question about it. Michael Krinkovich, the cranker. Kaz is also a birder guy. So Kaz is,
okay.
you know Kaz, he's a deckhand on the Independence. So there you go. And now Jeff Lingle says, I have birds at home in Illinois. That's right, pigeons, as I remember. Davies Lure says, wind resistance like NASCAR, that's why lead birds change. I am learning so much about this. I can't wait to see,
I didn't know that.
I can't wait to see Ruth. You know, Ruth is going to think I took a course in ornithology Ruth, hey, you know what? The front bird, she's going to go, I really, I'm not that interested in it, probably. Who knows? But I'm feeling good.
Flying fish.
UC Graham says the show's not over, obviously. I think we're going to have to change this from Lobster Chronicles to Bird Chronicles.
Racing homing pigeons.
Hey, guys, only 13 likes. Please hit that like button and help poor Phil and Rene out because they're going to cry if they don't. Help with the algorithm. Thank you so much. Jeff Lingle, Racing Homing Pigeons. Perfect. Homing pigeons, Scott. Homing, okay? Don't start your filthy jokes.
Homie.
All right. Very good. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you guys.
Have a wonderful and blessed Christmas. Whether we're back, are we coming back next Wednesday? Or no, wait, Thursday's Christmas or something, right? Or Friday? No. Probably not. We'll probably take a week off. Probably. We'll talk about it. Who knows? The gold standard of birds is Cornell University. Thank you, Michael Krinkovich. Night all. Thank you, Jeff, for contributing to another great show. I'll see you tomorrow morning for the morning briefing. God bless. Take care.
Merry Christmas, guys.
We hope to see you really, really soon.